What's good, YouTube family? Thank y'all for tuning back into another video. Make sure that y'all like, comment, and subscribe if you're not already. This helps me to continue to grow and to reach more people while using the gifts and abilities that God has given me to glorify Him and His name, to spread the gospel, and to make Him and His name known. Now, to get into the tutorial, before I pick up any clipper or trimmer, just like any other haircut, I want to prep the hair. So I'm going to comb the hair in the pattern that the client brushes his hair. You want to comb, not brush, because combing is going to lift the hair up off the scalp, and it's going to help you to give a more even cut. If you brush the hair, it lays the hair flat, you're not really going to get it cut anything. So you want to comb it up off the scalp so that you get the most even cut possible. Then I'm taking a number 2 guard open, and I'm going with the grain, making sure I be very careful. And with straight hair wavers, you want to go over it multiple times. You want to go over it multiple times with anyone, but especially with straight hair wavers. So we're doing a high taper. So I'm gonna put the ball line in from the bottom of the vertical bar to the top of the ear. And when you put in your ball lines, you want to put them in nice and clean, neat, and even, because it's the foundation of the haircut, and it's going to play a big factor in determining how clean and even of a cut that you can get. As I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to clear his hair, his facial hair, because he just gets chin hair and a mustache. So just to be more efficient with my time, I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Then I'm going to tap in his mustache. As I can see, I'm just doing it at the top, and you can see, man, my guy was crying, man. So he can say what he wants to, but you know, he was crying, trying to act like he didn't know. Nah, I was just playing, man. We just be messing around sometimes. But yeah, I'm just gonna tap it in at the top, then line. His mustache isn't super thick, obviously, as you can see. So I'm gonna line it above his lip. Then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna clean up his chin hair. I guess I'm gonna put this other. So make sure that when you do your ball lines, like I said, you have them nice and clean, and make sure that they're even. Right here, y'all, you can see I'm just cleaning up. Like when I say make sure they're even, I mean make sure they match up on both sides. Right here, I'm just, clean, giving this chin hair. He likes to keep it nice and wide, making sure I just have everything clean. So to begin the fade, y'all, I have a number 3 guard, I believe, or number 2 guard. I think it's a number 2 guard, and I have it open. I had a blade open. And y'all can see how I used my comb so I didn't cut too far into the waves, and I'm just giving myself a foundation or a platform to be able to fade into. And y'all can see I'm cutting a little bit of the hairs behind the. Basically, when you're using a guard like this, especially when I do it when I was flicking out to get into the waves, or when I was going to the back of the ear to comb, just look at it like clip of a comb. That's essentially what a guard is. So right now, I started with the number 2 guard open, and as you can see, I gave myself a foundation to fade into. Now I got the number 2 guard closed, and I'm just working this foundation, giving myself setting it up so I have a nice foundation to be able to put this fade on, or in, however you want to say it. All right, y'all. So to begin my fading process, I have my blade open on my Babyliss custom FXs, and you can see I'm going up about ½ an inch. And to establish my first guideline, I'm going to flick out. After I flicked out, I'm going to lay my blade flat and go to the top of the guideline. The reason I go over it multiple times like this is because I want to ensure that every hair is one length. So now I have my lever halfway closed, and I'm going halfway up the guideline. Next, I'm going to close my lever one more notch above, just one notch above closed. And I'm going to tap the bottom line and soften it up. Then I'm going to close my lever all the way, tap the bottom line out, and take the line out completely. And I believe that from your blade open to close before you can put a guard on is the most important part of the fading process, because it's going to play a big factor in determining how clean and even of a fade that you can give, and it's the foundation of your fade, y'all. Alright, so with the number 1 guard, I'm basically doing the same thing. I'm going up about ½ an inch, making sure that I cut a little bit behind this ear, and I'm setting in my guideline. Then I'm going to lay my blade flat and go to the top of the guideline. Next, I'm going to close my lever halfway and go halfway up the guideline. Then I'm going to close my lever all the way, tap the bottom line out, and I know that this step isn't going to take this line out completely, but it is going to soften it up for me to come back in with the 1.5 and take it out completely. Next, I have a number 1.5 guard on, and I'm just going up in between the 1 open and the 2 closed. And I'm just going to work with the 1.5 guard. I look at it as a detail guard, so that means I'm going to use a lot of lever play, open and closing my blade when need be, and corner work. So using the last couple teeth of my blade or the corner of my blade to pinpoint dark spots and bring them to the light and make the fade as smooth as possible. Alright y'all, so with the zero guard, like I said, I look at it as a detail guard. That means I'm gonna be doing a lot of detail work with it, which means lever play, so open and closing my blade when need be, and corner work, so using the last couple teeth of my blade or the corner of my blade to pinpoint dark spots, bring them to the light, and make the fade as smooth as possible. And man, y'all can see that this fade really coming together. And I really, when I'm doing fades and stuff, I like to just do it, and then after I do the lineup, because it's always something that's gonna stick out to you in your fade after you do the lineup. So I like to get it super clean, but I don't spend too much time in one spot when you're doing the fade, because you want to come back after you do the lineup and then really do some detail work after that. And detail work is what's going to separate you as a barber as far as the cutting aspect of barbering goes. But as far as this side, y'all, you already know what I like to get into. So let's go ahead and get into the message. We went to church today, y'all. I'm actually in Oklahoma right now visiting family. I'm close to Tulsa. I'm in Broken Arrow, and we went to church today. It was called Guts Church. So yeah, I recommend that y'all highly check that out if you're in the area. So from church today, this is the message. The truth is, God is always faithful. Hebrews 12:27 through 29. Keep the faith in God. Philippians 2:13. There's two kinds of hope. There's a shot in the dark and anticipation of God's promises. Be intentional and believe the things of God. Believe in the things you pray for. Meditate on the word of God and the things He's told you to do. Romans 8:31 through 32. 2 Thessalonians 3:10. The world is contrary to the word of God. 1 Timothy 5:18. 1 Corinthians 3:13. Perfect love casts out fear. To the measure you are without hope, to that measure you are living under the influence of a lie. Acts 10:34. Romans 2:11 through 16. John 14:13. God willing. It takes faithfulness, obedience, discipline, sacrifice, and submission. Romans 12:1. You're submitted to someone or something at all times, good or evil. Don't give evil any place in your life. Isaiah 35:1 through 4. Romans 8:28. The promises of God for us give us a hope that will never disappoint and principles to overcome anything. Matthew 18:19 through 20. God's promises have to be more real to us than anything we see, feel, or hear, because they are more real. Hebrews 11:1. Romans 10:17. We have to value God's promises more than anything the world says. Deuteronomy 29:9. Psalms 1:1 through 3. I am about my Father's business. Remove all evil from your life. Sweet and bitter cannot come from the same well. Galatians 5:9. 1 Peter 1:16. Deuteronomy 30:19. John 10:27. We are sheep of Jesus. There are sheep, goats, and wolves. Sheep do what they're told and are good on purpose. Goats are bad on purpose. Wolves act good, but are bad. Matthew 17:15 through 20. 1 Thessalonians 5:12. Proverbs 4:20 through 23. It's important for you to have a physical Bible to look at. 2 Timothy 2:15. James 1:17. Mark 16:17 through 18. Matthew 7:13. 3 John 2. From 3 John 2, go back to Proverbs 4:20 through 23. God is the greatest. Only He is able. Only He is faithful. Romans 10:9 and 10. Philippians 4:19. 1 John 4:4. John 14:27. You can get as close to God as you want to be. Philippians 2:12. Colossians 3:2. I highly recommend y'all to go read all those verses yourself. Go get in the Bible, read them yourself. And man, if you want to get saved, you want to get born again, hit me up. If you're ready to give your life to Jesus, hit me up. I can walk you through the prayer if you want me to. I hope y'all enjoyed the message as much as I have and much as I did. But let's go ahead and get into this lineup. So with my lineup, I like to tap in the slant, or the bottom of this line, and keep it nice and natural, y'all. Y'all do not have to push these liners back to make them pop and to get them crispy. Keep it natural. But y'all can see, man, I do that, and then I clear the area to give myself a better visualization. And then on his hair grows different, so I just go up to the top of his ear. Y'all can see how I make that little round R shape around his ear. And then I use the last couple teeth of my blade or the corner of my blade to finish making that R shape around the ear. And y'all can see his hair, his lineup is really farther back, like his actual lineup. But sometimes you don't want to cut into that, because especially with him, it's like you don't want to give him too high of an ear lineup. So back to what I said, keep it nice and natural, and just cut the hair in the shape that his head is given. Make sure that you solidify your lineup. So by solidifying your lineup, I mean make sure you put in the first lineup and then go over it multiple times, comb the hair through, and then go over it multiple times, just so no matter how he brushes his hair, it's still gonna be clean. It's gonna give the client a long-lasting lineup. Don't make fun of my guy for dandruff, man, but I just wanted to show y'all his where his hairline really is, so nobody can say that I pushed him back. But with the lineup, I like to start in the middle, and I like to work my way to one side. Y'all can see I'm going over the lineup already. See how I'm being patient, just letting it come to me, not cutting too much off, not pushing them back. And once the front meets the side, I'm gonna tap in a vertical bar. But y'all can see I go over the front lineup multiple times, and I comb through the hair multiple times so that I cut all the overhanging hair so there aren't any overhanging hairs, so the lineup's solidified and clean and gonna be long lasting for the client. Then I'm gonna tap it in this vertical bar. So I start in the middle, work to the side. Once the front meets the side, I tap in a vertical bar. Yeah, I'm just gonna do the same exact thing, rinse and repeat on this side. And it's very important to make sure that you do that in your haircuts, because it's gonna set you apart as a barber. This is just another detail of barbering, and detail work as a barber. Like I said before, detail work and barbering is what's gonna set you apart as far as the cutting aspect is involved. Shout out to Sean Cuts Hair, shout out to 245, shout out to Sean for the clutch card. Truly appreciate it, man. I love this card. I highly recommend it, and I think I might have it in my description. Most of the stuff I use is in my description, but y'all, I use Kiss Express, and I'm just spraying to light them out, because with the enhancements, I don't like to make it look too crazy, but you know, I still want the client. I like people to play the guessing game, like, is their client, are they enhanced or not? And then with the enhancements, just make sure that you line it up in the lineup that you've already created, and you don't push the lineup back. Just trying to line the fibers up clean. Right here, I'm taking my Babyliss Custom FX shaver, and I'm just gonna, give the haircut. This is gonna take the haircut to another level, and it's just gonna provide more contrast in the fade. But everything I use in this video was a Babyliss Custom FX. So if y'all want to customize your own clippers, make sure you download the Babyliss Custom FX app and order your clippers through there. If y'all was able to sit through this 14-minute video with me, I truly appreciate y'all. If y'all came to my channel because you like watching bar videos and transformations, I hope that this video satisfies you. If you came to learn something, I hope you take something from my game and apply it to yours and advance in your career, in your craft, and in your life. And if you came for the message, I hope that it touched you and reached your heart, your soul, your mind, and your body. Man, let me know what y'all think about this cut in the comment section. Shout out to 245 also for the mat. I know y'all just seen the mat and the power mat and all the clips and everything, power clips, power and the pads. But yeah, shout out to 245 once again. Shout out to Babyliss once again for the clippers, man. Amazing products, y'all. I highly recommend them. Yeah, let me know what y'all think about this cut in the comment section. I think it turned out fire. Taper butter, line up extra crispy. Got my guy in the game, man. You know what I'm saying? Sheesh. Yeah, man. Let me know what y'all think about this cut in the comment section. I hope that y'all having a blessed day. And just continue to grow and to get better throughout this week. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tuning back into another video. I'm humble at Jesus' feet. Without Jesus, I'm nothing but a filthy rag inside of God, and I can't do anything. With Jesus, I am the righteous God, and I can do all things. All the power, glory, honor, and praise be to God. See y'all in the next video. May God bless.